There was a glass, half full, that sat by the kitchen sink. A faint lipstick mark still stained its rim. Sara saw it every single morning. "I'll wash it later," she'd tell herself, always rushing off to start her day. It was just a glass. After all, what was the hurry? Days turned into a week. The glass remained untouched, a silent fixture in her busy life. Then, one evening, the phone rang. It was the kind of call that stops your world, an emergency. The ICU, it was all so sudden. Her mother, she never came back home. Weeks blurred by in a haze of grief and arrangements. And through it all, the glass stayed on the sink. The water inside slowly evaporated, leaving a chalky residue behind. Dust began to settle on the rim, covering the lipstick print. It became a monument to a moment Sara hadn't even realized was happening. One quiet afternoon, Sara finally picked it up. Her hands trembled as she turned on the tap. Hot water streamed over the glass, but the tears burning her eyes weren't for the grime or the dust. They were for the proof. This simple, forgotten glass was proof that her mother had been right there. She had stood in this very spot, quenched her thirst, and quietly left, leaving a small piece of herself behind. She washed it, the suds swirling away the last physical trace of that moment. The clink of the clean glass on the drying rack sounded deafening in the silence. It was in that moment Sara understood something profound. We spend so much of our lives cleaning up, putting things away, tidying up the so-called messes. We rush past the little things, the half-finished drinks, the book left open, the shoes by the door, thinking we'll get to them later. But sometimes, those little things aren't messes at all. They are the last echoes of a presence. They are memories waiting to be seen. Sara washes every single glass immediately now. Not out of a need for tidiness, but as a quiet tribute. Because she learned in the most heartbreaking way that later is never guaranteed. Cherish the people in your life, and cherish the beautifully imperfect traces they leave behind. They are far more precious than we realize. Thank you for listening.